Yo, what's up guys? It's Braxton Gilbert, your favorite trainer, and I am here to share with you the top 5 things you need to know or to do or to have if you want to be a personal trainer. Now, all of these things I talk about ever in any of my videos are just from my experience. So I didn't go to college to be a personal trainer. I don't have any type of degree. And to be quite honest, I don't even have a certification. These are all just experience that I've had for working for over 5,000 clients at this point and what I think is important. So 5 things you need to know. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, the obvious thing that you need to have is a knowledge on anatomy and physiology and some nutrition. Now, when it comes to training and being good at it, you'll see by this list that I've got much more of an emphasis on the skill of personal connection, the skill of communication, and the skill of inspiration with people than I do necessarily your understanding of the body, but this is an underlying important foundation. You can be the most encouraging person, the most inspiring person, and really be able to get people ready to move, which I think is the most important thing. But if you don't have an understanding of anatomy and physiology and nutrition, I think you're in a sense kind of being a phony. I say that lightly because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I also want you to be able to give people the best service ever. And if someone wants to get in shape and they have a question specifically about a joint or a movement or volume of training or frequency or intensity, you want to be able to answer these things with good smarts. So there's a great book I recommend, one of the best books ever to give you a good understanding. It's called The Basics of Exercise Science for Fitness Professionals. It's by Ace. I highly recommend it. I'll throw it right there so you can see it. Order it, Amazon. That's the book that I ordered in middle school and read the hell out of it, became my Bible, and that's what really propelled me into a good career starting in high school with training. Number 2, I think it's extremely important that you yourself experience overcoming. Now, this is something that's intangible. It's all up here, and it's kind of in here, your energy you bring to people. But what I mean by this is that it's so important that after learning about anatomy and physiology and exercise and training, we don't just march into a gym thinking we're ready to rock and roll, because we aren't. The most important thing about you being able to create a relationship with clients and make sure it's long lasting and help them get change is actually be living it. Another way to say step number 2, or the second thing we should focus on, would be walking the walk and talking the talk. In other words, if you can't get your ass out of bed in the morning and you can't get yourself to a workout and you are slacking in things you need to be doing in life, you might need to be the person you need to go and get some personal coaching, okay? This is so important to know that if you are lacking in your own self-discipline, your own ability to follow through, you're not going to be able to really help a lot of other people. So my second thing would be walk the talk, be the kind of person who's achieving their goals in fitness or in something else. If maybe your focus isn't so much on getting big biceps anymore like mine isn't, I'm still using discipline and the principles of achievement in other areas of my life. So you've got to be able to walk the talk, number 2. Number 3, and this is something that if you don't have this skill, you may be a great trainer, but it'll never be able to be seen. You have to be inspiring. Now, what I mean by inspiring is not the coolest person around and have the biggest muscles around. I don't mean that. What I mean is you've got to be able to connect with people, their goal and why, and how to do something like this, getting in shape, in an uncertain circumstance. Perfect example that I still hold on to this day is the inspiration and the ability to be a leader of someone like a army general, someone leading a charge into battle. There's a lot of things stacked against their side as someone. Now, I don't know if you draw a direct correlation between people signing up for fitness and going into battle, but stay with me here. The important of being inspiring is because when you're going into battle, you're probably going to die. You've got a lot of potential for injury. This is not going to be good. It's not going to feel good. You're not going to have warmness. You're not going to have good food. You're going to lose friends. It's going to be absolutely horrible. That's it. Right? That sounds like a pretty bad deal. Now, someone who is inspiring, a good leader, takes those things and flips them on the head, right? And says, even though we're going to face trials, even though we're going to get shot at, even though you might lose some buddies, you yourself might die. But this is a heroic sacrifice to make in protection of our country and your family and friends back home. Now let's do this thing, right? That ability to inspire people to take action when things are uncertain is, I think, the third most important thing if you're going to be a trainer. Because if you know the anatomy, physiology, nutrition, that's great. You can help people solve problems, right? But if you're not able to inspire them to take action, be able to help them see through the objections in their own mind and why they can't do it, probably not going to get far. Number 4, very important. Number 4, most important thing you must be able to do if you're gonna be a great personal trainer is understand how to create detailed workouts that are personal and highlighting their progress. I'm telling you this. When it comes to training people, they are not buying a workout, okay? They're not buying a workout. They're not buying one session in a gym with a trainer just for the hell of it. There are some clients that definitely do buy that, and that's cool, but that's a small, very, very small percentage of your customer. To be able to build a business that sweeps your community and gets a lot of attention your way, you've got to be able to let people leave the gym. Whew. Man, that was tough, but I know for a fact that workout just got me closer to my goals. Now, how you do this is setting up each workout. All right, look, Braxton, or whoever's watching this video, Braxton, we're gonna go through a little bit of legs today. Now, I promise this won't be easy, but it's exactly what we need. Now, we're starting off with some squats on the barbell. It's really gonna be helpful for building up a lot of strength in the legs, the quads and the glutes, so we don't have chicken legs, right? And then we're gonna go through some lunges, working on some one-legged stuff, a lot of good stretches of the hamstring, and then we'll finish out over here with some glute work, where, of course, we don't wanna lose, we don't have a flat butt. We wanna work on that too. Right? And then as they go through the movements, you're helping them coach by saying, okay, that movement is really, really good. Why? Because like we talked about before, building up the quads, that exercise really puts a lot of focus on that. So every single rep, we're getting a lot stronger and a lot more definition in those quads. Painting the picture of people the whole entire way. One exercise that I've gone through with my trainers quite a few times was, let's go through each station. And I want you to explain this exercise to the fake client at the time, would be another trainer as we're doing this role play. And I'm gonna take a pen and paper, I'm gonna draw what you're talking about, right? Because if I'm just going through a workout and you say, hey, here's barbell rows, and then we're gonna do deadlifts, right? Or dumbbell rows. Barbell rows, and then we're gonna pair it up with some dumbbell rows, right? Let's do it, get to it. It's not so powerful as being able to say, okay, we're starting with barbell rows. Now, why we're doing that, right, is because the lats, we're creating a lot of tension there and squeezing. That's how people have the wide back look, right, man? You know what I'm talking about? The width here, down to the V-taper, that's what we're going for. Now we're gonna hit the barbell rows, and after that, we're then going one side at a time as a way to wring out any extra energy in there, and I'm telling you, man, this is how you create really good back muscles. Now, of course, every client you have is not working on building big muscles, but understand this concept. Your ability to keep the image, the goal in their mind, so they know that every exercise they're doing is perfectly crafted to get them closer to the goal. They don't leave here just being one workout ahead. They leave here knowing that they did push-ups and leg lifts and abs and planks and all these, not just to do it, but because they were calculated personal choices that fit their goals, and they had someone there the whole time to push them a little bit further than they could have been pushed on their own. So they leave knowing that they're a step closer to their goal. You must highlight their progress on those things. And that's why I highly suggest keeping track of workouts, so that way you can say, last week we did this week we're going up by 5 pounds. It's gonna be a hell of a jump, but I know you got it. They leave knowing I am getting closer to my goal. Because I'm working out with a trainer, I'm getting closer to my goal. That is so, so important. Don't miss it. And then the last thing, number 5 or number 10 or 9, I don't have a thumb on that hand. Number 5, remember, you are running a business. I could tell you, probably 5 or 6, how many people, I can't tell you how many people, probably 5 or 6 people that I know personally that have a passion for this. They know anatomy and physiology. They walk the talk. They are the person that pushes through difficulties and they achieve great things. They're able to inspire the people to get up and do the damn thing, even though it's challenging. You got this, right? They create detailed workouts that give them specifically what they're doing and, why it's such a good workout for them. And they make them feel really good. But they forget they're running a business. So they do things like cancel workouts last minute, cancel workouts the night before because it's going to be pretty early and tired. Look, I don't have to harp on this. Just a little bit of encouragement for anybody who's out there wanting to be a trainer. If you got those 4 things down, if you really, really understand the first 4 things here, you are unstoppable as a trainer and you're going to go far. I promise you. As a friend, I promise you. Number 5, it's going to be sacrifices. You're going to have to make personal sacrifices to make sure your business grows. And a lot of times that means getting out of bed early, staying up late, not canceling appointments, making difficult phone calls. You have to remember that you're running a business. It's not just a passion project. If you're not on time, if you're not early, if you're not wowing people with every single experience, it's not going to work. And on top of that, you've got to be able to get ready for a workout. All right, let's do it. and bring your best energy every single time, because a big part of business is consistency. Look at McDonald's. They didn't make a better hamburger. They just made the same damn hamburger every single time. If you can have the same workout, same energy, same person, same exact type of vibe every single time, you're going to suffer. I promise you. Because people are not as comfortable coming to a workout if they don't know what they're going to get every single time. So number 5, make sure you're running a business. Make sure it's consistent every single time. Your product, your processes are consistent. You're up to date on what you said you're going to send people. You send it to them. You don't be losing stuff all in the details. You make sure to return people's calls. You make sure to follow up with people if they're interested in your service. You got to run a business that's going to be successful. And of course, I have plenty of videos on how to run the business if you want to check those out. All my love to you. I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope your advancement into personal training is going great. If you're already in it, I hope that if you're dreaming about getting a personal training, that you take this video as a sign of inspiration, that if you love people, love helping them succeed, and you love being a part of people's processes, part of their change in life, that it's totally a good career that you could try out. I'll see you next time. I hope this video is helpful. And as always, if it was, hit that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to help a brother out. Thanks so much. See you next time.